Welcome to the Soft Life with Saddie Baddies, Micromoments, hosted by yours truly, Priscilla O. Agyeman. This is your weekly dose of Micromoments, a short and sweet series designed to spark curiosity, connection, and inspiration. Human design is basically it's a self-knowledge system. So, if you've ever heard of the Myers-Briggs personality test, that has multiple profiles, but similar to this, human design uses the combination of our birth chart. So, when we were born, what time we were born, the location we were born, as well as other details about just our natural born given gifts and talents, and also what I have come to understand about human design. It's almost like a map. So there are 5 different human design types. So there's manifestors, generators, manifesting generators, which I am, projectors, and reflectors. So let's get a little bit of a background as to what human design is and what this means to be a manifesting generator. And if you're curious, I will leave a little link in the description where you can take your own human design test. But I took my human design test, I believe, sometime last year, and I found out that I am a manifesting generator. So, manifesting generators are the second most common type of energy type in the human design system, and they represent about 34% of the global population. So, manifesting generators are basically a subtype of generators, and the biggest difference between generators and manifesting generators is that manifesting generators tend to have deep, multifaceted desires, while generators tend to have a more pointed focus. So, manifesting generators are notorious and they are known to be the multi hyphenates of the human design system. And so, basically, we manifesting generators, which is so true about myself, we manage this variety that we always have, like this evolving intensity of different desires, different interests, different just we do these deep dives into various subjects. And you might know people in your life who are just like, wow, you're just like, it's like you have several things that you are good at, or you can honestly, you can tell a manifesting generator by especially their career and their background. So for me, for example, I got my bachelor's degree in biology with a minor in English, and then I got my master's degree in public health. And now I work in digital business consulting and I'm a digital content strategist. I also run Saddie Baddies, which is a digital community and platform, and a company that creates content very specifically to remove the stigma surrounding mental health and, have a podcast. So there's a lot of different interests that I have clearly. And I think my job career has shown that I have a very nonlinear path. I went from working at a nonprofit to working at a hospital to working at a biotech startup and now landing at a digital consulting agency. And that's not really a singular path. Like, for example, if I was a teacher and I have always been a teacher and I have just maybe taught in different schools, but I've always been in the education field, that would probably make me similar to someone who's a generator. So, someone who has one area in their life where they're really focused on, or they have an area in their life where they are an expert on. Whereas for me, I think my life in the 30 years that I've been alive has already shown that I am not meant to be put in a box. And honestly, I really do think that 10 years from now, my life is going to look completely different. I might be doing something completely different than I originally intended, or I might completely switch gears. And the biggest thing with manifesting generators is being able to trust your gut. And when you get that full body yes, to actually follow that full body yes. So that is something that I have learned about being a manifesting generator is when I am doing something, especially if I'm picking up a new project or a career or a skill, or even a hobby, I need something that's going to light me up. And I need to always root it back into my why. Some other traits about being a manifesting generator is that we are multifaceted, as mentioned. We're multi hyphenates. We're passionate, energized, creative, tenacious, and excitable. And I think that pretty much describes me in a nutshell. So that is my human design type. And as far as my other personality slash zodiac chart slash information, I forgot my Myers Briggs type. I believe it's ENFJ, but don't quote me on that. I am a Sagittarius sun. I am a Scorpio moon and rising. So I have a lot of water placements that play around with my fire sun, but that really, honestly, I think the older I get, the more it makes sense to me. When I found out that I was a Scorpio moon and rising, I was like, I don't know if I identify with this, but now I'm like, oh, I definitely identify with all of those placements. So yeah, we'll leave the human design quiz for you to try on your own.